Big rally that we've seen, which has taken us to record levels. Manishi Raychaudhari of BNP Paribas, for one, has turned slightly cautious on India. He believes the markets are looking a bit overvalued, and he's brought down his overweight weightage on India marginally. Listen in.
On 16th May, we published a report with, pretty significant adjustments to our model portfolio, where we actually cut down the India weight slightly. We are still overweight India, so we have close to, I think, about 12 to 12.5% on India in our model portfolio, compared to, I think the benchmark weight is about 10 to 10.5%. But that's quite significantly lower than what we used to have earlier. In many of the markets, the significant uptick in the equity markets that we have seen has been accompanied by earnings estimate revisions upward. In case of India, it has been the other way around. I mean, the market has moved up, but the earnings estimates have drifted. Within India, we actually cut down, IT quite significantly, almost half the weight that we had. And secondly, we also, within the consumer space, we moved away from some of the more expensive stocks and into the more cheaper plays on rural consumption. The actual tackling of the NPA problem will be a long, drawn-out process, because ultimately the banks, I think, will have to take a call on how much of a haircut they are willing to take on the assets that they want to sell off from their books. And that's never an easy decision. But incrementally, this is clearly a more positive outcome for the sector. For the time being, in our Asian model portfolio, if I look at the Indian banks universe, we are still focused on the retail-focused banks. So the banks which have a much larger proportion of retail lending than corporate lending.
All right.